So, tell me, have you ever heard of the 10,000 hour rule? Kind of love this little thing. Check out cool this is. It even tells you how far you've gotten. Get started, drink more, don't stop, almost there. And then you did it. We drank about 1.5 liters. What's up everyone, Nathan Fissy here, back with another video for you, and today I wanted to elaborate on my interests. If you saw my last video, yes, my interests and how I wanted to discuss things was how I became good at some and failed at some. So yes, like way back when I was a little boy, my mom and them always told me that I would amount to many things. I would do great things in my life and to always be proud of myself. And no matter what I was doing, whatever I laid my mind or my hands on, that I should do it with 110% of my being. And honestly, the people that I have in my life, especially my family and friends, those who I spend the most time with, I really do believe that because of them, they are the ones who have helped me turn into the man that I am today. Do I love me and who I have become? Of course I do. Yes. Do I feel that I have reached my pinnacle yet? My ultimate power? Yeah, no, not yet. But I do believe and love the journey of this whole life thing, that I'm going on a path that is taking me to the man I'm supposed to become. Funny enough, I do believe that we all have some purpose on this life on earth, no matter what form it might come in. I do believe we have a purpose. But I also believe that if we do not attempt to find our purpose or calling on this earth, our short time on this planet would have not been fulfilled to its fullest potential. So, for some of you who know me, I am a Christian and I believe in God. And as it is said in the Bible, that He knew us before we were even born. So I truly believe that this short purpose that we have been placed on this little earth for, as short as it may be, it is not here for nothing, and we are not here for nothing. We have something that we need to live to or become in this short little space of time. And I can say that if you feel like something is missing or that you haven't reached this pinnacle, if you will, I really do think that you need to start diving a little bit deeper into your interests, your likes, what do you want to do with your life, and where you see yourself going and who you want to become. And obviously the most important of it all is how you plan to achieve that. Because honestly, we think our time here is long. Trust me, it's not. But anyway, coming back to where I was. Nope, I do not feel like I have reached my pinnacle yet. And I do not feel like I'm even close to who I'm supposed to be. You know, Nathan, him, me. I haven't reached it. I'm still on that journey, that path, that most important little path. But however, I do think and believe that it will come sooner and probably in a way that I do not expect, that I know for a fact. But in order for things to happen, I, myself, need to change or adapt. I need to become the higher level of myself in order to reach the next level. You know, you reach that step, you need to muster up the courage to get to the next one and build up the skills necessary to achieve or take the next leap. So hence why I mentioned the 10,000 hour rule in the beginning of this video, because it is really a powerful understanding to grasp. And once you have grasped this understanding, a lot of things will start to make sense. Let's go in a little bit deeper and you'll understand what I mean. So the 10,000 hour rule simply means that for you to become a master of some sorts in anything, any skill, that a minimum requirement of 10,000 hours is needed, and you will see mastery kick in. Now I know that's Nathan's explanation, but that's simply what it is. Now I'm just going to come out and say that I, myself, have completed many skills with the 10,000 hour. I'm just kidding. There's no ways. I have not honestly completed any one of my skills completely done 10,000 hours in any one, because it's just really difficult. It honestly is difficult. You know, I mean, things change, our lives change, circumstances change, our interests change, our minds go onto different waves. We find different things interesting at different stages of our life. So we tend to spend time on many things over time. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, how can he talk about the 10,000 hour rule if he hasn't even stuck to it yet? Well, because I keep coming back. Even if it's a week from now, or 6 months from now, or a year from now, I keep coming back to the same pattern of skills or interests that intrigued me that time ago, and it starts intriguing me again. And I keep coming back to it, which means that I add those hours up again. Now you might say, well, there's that gap, Nathan. This doesn't make sense. You can't count the 10,000 hours or accumulate 10,000 hours that way. I accumulate it that way, and I don't think that this rule applies to continuously sticking to something for 10,000 hours, ongoing consistently like that. I do believe, like I said, things change and circumstances change and our interests change. So as we find new things to do, we start spending hours on it, developing the 10,000 hour rule in those specific things. Now, let's take, for instance, guitar. I love playing guitar, right? I love music. But I keep going with this on and off relationship with guitar lessons or playing guitar in its entirety, and I'll disappear for a little while, and then all of a sudden I'll come back. And why I say I accumulated is because I don't need to, at that point when I come back, sit down and have to learn from scratch. I never forget what I previously learned. That is why I accumulate my hours. So what this means for me is I can literally shoot right past from where I left off, maybe do a little bit of a recap, and then jump straight onto the next level, because memory doesn't fail, or muscle memory kicks in. But I think for me to give you guys a better picture of what this 10,000 hour rule means, I think it would be best for me to actually put it in like some form of a perspective for you, so that you can clearly understand how much effort it really is to complete 10,000 hours in any specific skill or interest. So let's say I wanted to play the guitar like the likes of a John Lennon or a Jimi Hendrix, maybe a Mick Jagger or Angus from AC/DC. Oh geez, can't forget this one, Slash from Guns N' Roses. That is one of my favorites. So, but anyway, if I wanted to play like them and become some form of a master around the guitar strings, 10,000 hours would mean that if I practiced for 2 hours a day, 10,000 hours divided by the 2, which you're practicing a day, equates to 5,000. 5,000 is the number of days it would take for you to master that skill or accomplish the 10,000 hour rule, which equates to about 13 and a half years. Do you understand where I'm coming from when I say that this is difficult in certain circumstances? Because life happens in and about your interests. But difficult things are sometimes easier than others. But if you do wish to complete the 10,000 hour rule, I hope I've given you the perspective and actually shown you what it will take to accomplish this 10,000 hour rule. To give you another example, I want to come back to what I said in my previous video, how I deleted all my videos. I didn't go and unlist them or unpublish, I deleted them for the pure reason of starting on a clean slate. I really wanted that, that line in the sand, clean slate thing. And it was maybe a stupid thing to do. Why? Because I lost all my previous analytics and data and everything that I knew about my channel, and that was accumulating for more than a year. I lost all of it. I literally have to now I got what I asked for. I got the clean slate. But now I'm coming back again, like I mentioned, for an interest. And this interest is to build this YouTube channel into something that is worthy and actually has a strong presence in the digital realm. And that is worthy of your time for the viewers, you. Something that you will enjoy watching. I've been putting down relentless hours, like crazy amounts. I'm stacking those masterful skills on understanding how to become a better YouTuber, or a better filmmaker, a better storyteller, how do I take a better video, for example? I've been putting down so many hours just to understand how to become better at this whole YouTube game. Because I just don't want my account, my channel, and my videos and the content I give to you to be some Mickey Mouse story. I really want to take on the YouTube algorithm, or the YouTube game if you want, as a serious business, which it should be treated as. I know some people wouldn't want you to think that way, but it is a serious business. If you're going to take it seriously, this is the upside of it and a downside to it too. But yes, I want to really make it something strong in this marketplace, something worthy of this digital realm in YouTube. Because I really do enjoy making these videos, I really do. I spend a lot of time editing them, putting in some funny things, you know, really making sure that it is good quality and audio for you guys to watch and listen to, and that it is worth your time. So yes, I think this was a perfect example of a skill set that many probably don't even think is a skill set, to be honest with you. You don't just all of a sudden become a YouTuber. You don't all of a sudden know how to do filming. You don't all of a sudden know how to do photography. It is really a skill that needs to be learned. I can tell you over the year that I have been pursuing this, I've been trying my best to create the best quality. I don't want to pump out quantity. I want to give you the best of the best. And that means high quality. But yes, this is, like I said, the best example of a skill set that I'm developing into something great, or trying to develop into something great. I left YouTube for a very long time, and I really felt lost in terms of what I could bring to this channel, what I could bring to the platform, what I could bring to you, the viewer, and offer you something worthy of your time for watching this. I don't want to make a silly 15-20 minute video and it's not, you know, when you leave the video that you don't want to like it, or you don't want to subscribe, or you feel it was a waste of your time. But yes, I did try and take the time to understand me as a person, Nathan, and what I really am interested in and what I would like to speak about. And I feel that I've really got it honed in right now. I really feel like I've hit the nail on the head this time. I'm going to pursue it with this going forward. What I have in my mind, or should I say written down, because you can't keep everything up there. I'll just see how it goes. Who knows what happens 6 months from now if I'm still busy with this, what might come of it. And I'll just keep making improvement of the improvement of the improvement as I go along. You guys will probably let me know what you want to see more of, whether that is self-improvement, business, music, instruments, maybe even photography. I'm not a Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat for that matter, but I do know a little bit here and there because of watching and learning from the likes of them. But yes, obviously with your guys' help in the comment section down below, if you leave your comments there, it'll obviously make things a lot faster for me as a channel and a person to grow into this YouTuber person that is inside me, that I can then offer things that I know you guys would want to watch. And so yes, I am still yet to achieve the 10,000 hour rule in any one of my skills. I can do all of the interesting skills that I've been talking about on this channel, so it is not something new, but I'm learning every single day, and that you should be doing in whatever your interests are or whatever you find yourself passionate about. You should be learning something about that, even if it is small. Learn something about it every single day. And I soon hope to achieve that 10,000 hour badge on any of them, on any of the skills pretty soon. All I got to do is just crunch more hours on a daily basis to achieve that. You probably know the saying, Rome wasn't built in one day, or anything worth doing is worth overdoing. And I really believe this to be true. So there you have it. This is my video, and this is the 10,000 hour rule. Try reach this 10,000 hour point in any one of your unique skills or talents. You'll see great changes. You'll actually start seeing doors open for you in passion and interest that are keeping you hungry and that you keep coming back to. I myself should actually listen to that advice that I'm giving you right now, because I sometimes do fall off the wheel, and I'm sure many of us do. But as long as we keep coming back to them, we should be good. But I'm sure that after this, and after you've reached that mastery level, your understanding of this whole spectrum will be something of like an Albert Einstein. You would find it extremely easy to do because it would just be like a second nature for you. And that your knowledge will soon be something of superhuman status, I guess, that people would recognize you as a force to be reckoned with, or someone that they want to come to when in need of that specific thing. But anyway, whatever you do it to the best of your abilities. You do you. And if it is something that you truly enjoy and you love it, really love it, then do more of it. Cheers. Let me grab this. I want to show you my little guy here. Kobe. Where's my boy? Oh, you tired? No, man. You just had a nap.